Hey guys, welcome to week 7 of Respect Your Elders. Another low median last week.
Yep, kind of back to the week 1 vibes.
Yeah, we've had like 3 medians below 90 before this year in 5 years.
Yeah.
And we've had 2 this year.
Yeah.
So really impressive work by all of us there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's our fault. I blame the NFL.
The script this year is for low-scoring fantasy football.
Yeah, which is a weird choice, but they don't consult us, so
Yeah, I guess we'll hop into last week's games.
let's just get into it.
First up, we got the Bad Boys versus the Abilene Woodpeckers. Thought Alex was going to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, it was getting dicey for Mir for sure.
Yeah.
He had to be bailed out by Josh Allen again. Story of the season for him. Not a good game for either team. I mean, Alex actually it's kind of fine. Both under 100. Mir still hasn't hit 100 except for that one outlier week where he blew up for almost 150. Alex maybe he's cooking something up. Maybe he's charging that power meter back up to bust up over 100. Mir pulled it out, didn't get the median. Maybe he's trying to be like Garrett. I don't know.
I mean, with the low median, looked like a lot of people were trying to pull that off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then we had What'll It Take versus the Unknowns. That was right there in the middle. 5 versus number 6. Important game. And Chase wetting on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, it literally was coming down to the wire. That pick at the end sealed the deal for him. Usually, those sub 100 head-to-head games is where Garrett thrives, but not to be this week.
Garrett had that head-to-head streak, and you ruined it, and his team is just not feeling it now.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it happens that way.
It's unfortunate, but Chase, 89 points, 2-0.
Yeah, he got the median. Got to feel good.
Scoring 89 is never fun, but whenever the median's that low.
Yeah, the 2-0 at 89, though, that is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Then we had Red Rain versus AC1 Purdy with the grilling on the line.
Fuck you, Kevin. Your team sucks a lot. Yeah. Fuck.
I did not want my first loss to be a grilling episode.
Yeah.
Thankfully, neither did my team. Colts team just didn't bring it. We did do the trade right at the final hour. Been sitting there for about 2 weeks now. I'd been waffling on it, but then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We need more trades. And it did pay off. Ramondre did outscore by 2 points.
Yeah, Colt is had that 1 week of 100 points and hasn't been able to get back up there since.
Sucks that it couldn't grill me. Not really. I'm actually very happy that it couldn't.
Yeah.
Hey, Colts! Fuck you!
Then we had Pandashi Football Team versus the Hungry Hush Puppies. Jacob on a roll lately.
Not a great score overall with a 103, but for this week, it actually was pretty solid. Got the 2-0. He's kind of cooking now.
Back-to-back weeks with the 2-0, and Aaron back-to-back weeks with not good.
Yeah, we did, kind of talk up a couple weeks ago how consistent Aaron was being, and since then, he's kind of sucked.
Yeah.
So that's our bad. If we knew we had that power, we would have given it to Chris.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Hopefully by bringing this up.
Or reverse it.
Yeah, reverse his team back into it.
Yeah.
Last one was Trade Station versus Mahomes Improvement.
Number 2 versus number 3.
Yeah, that was an important one. And Chris lost to another elder.
He did. He had a lot of his team go off early. Like, not go off, but like just play early with the Thursday night, the London games, all that fun jazz.
Yeah, he literally had half his team play before one of my players played.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually not a great feeling. You did have the 2 people on Monday night, and they pulled through, got it done early.
Chris now down 2 games from being 50% versus the elders and only has 1 more game, so he will not be able to get back to 50% this year.
Because we don't count playoffs, just FYI.
Yeah, playoffs don't matter if Chris is in them.
Exactly. Ignore the names on the side of the trophy.
Yeah. But yeah, let's jump into the standings. You at the top, bottom 3, holding steady. But the middle 6 right there, all playing each other. Those were important games. And all 3 of those games, the lower seed won. So a lot of movement. Me and Chris flipping spots. Chase jumping 2 spots. And Garrett falling 2 spots from their game. Aaron falling 1. Jacob jumping up 1. A lot of movement right there in the middle.
I would say this is more the standings we were kind of expecting going into the year for the most part. All 3 elders in the playoffs, and then Chris, Chase, Aaron are normal competitors up there. Garrett right there at the edge like we usually expect, and then the bottom 3 I think is pretty expected with Colt, Alex, and Mir.
Also, if we could take a look over and see that your average points against is 86.
I would assume the best way to win is to have your opponent not score a lot of points.
Yeah.
I actually learned this skill from Jacob. It's one that he usually implements pretty well, the whole fantasy defense idea.
Yeah, I mean, he is the second lowest.
Now we can get into week 7's games. We'll start off with number 4, What'll It Take versus number 10, Bad Bad Boys. This one, there's always that Alex Apocalypse that you have to worry about, but I feel like Chase should have this one in the bag.
Yeah, not looking promising for Alex, but there's something about Alex you're just never comfortable in that game.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair. It's definitely never you would think it would be a smooth, like, bye-week-esque type game.
Yeah.
Never feels that way.
No, and Chase, I mean, he's been getting the wins, but scores getting lower and lower with his injuries and everybody not performing up to par. So it's smelling like there could be something cooking.
There could be. Or maybe this is the week JT gets it on track and we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's true. Number 5, Hungry Hungry Hush Puppies versus number 7, The Unknowns. Both of them falling this past week. They're struggling. They're 0-4 the past 2 weeks.
We apparently jinxed Aaron. Unintentional. Did not mean to do that. Ever since Garrett played me, his team spirit has been broken, apparently. So maybe this is the get-back game for both of them. I think this could go either way. It really just depends on which version of Aaron's team shows up.
Yeah, and Garrett beat me at 116, so he can get up there. This is an important game because Garrett's only a half game behind 4th place. Jumping Aaron right here would be a big improvement, and Aaron really trying to get back on track.
If Aaron's team performs the way it's expected to, this should be a win for Aaron, but it hasn't been the last couple weeks, so I think Garrett needs to capitalize on this opportunity.
And also, little fun fact here, preseason rankings, they're both in the spot that they ranked themselves. Aaron in 5th, where he ranked himself, and Garrett in 7th, and so they're comfy.
This is where they thought they'd be.
Yeah, this is where they wanted to be, so gonna see what they can do in their comfy zones.
Why don't we kick it into number 2, Trade Station versus number 9, AC1 Purdy. Not a grilling episode. You skated by that, you put him at number 9.
Showed them respect.
We can call it that.
You're welcome, Cole.
This is actually a close matchup history, though. Only 4-3 in favor of you. Cole brings it to you, points war-wise. I don't think he's going to do it this year, but, we'll see.
This year, he's only averaging 83, but his 121 points against me is 10 more points than his next highest in his matchup. So, for some reason, he decides this is the game he wants to bring it. So don't do that. Save your points for a grilling episode. Don't waste it on me. You can't even grill me.
I mean, he could. It wouldn't make sense. He can break the rules of his show, but
Wouldn't make any sense, Cole. Don't do it.
And then after that, we got the number 6 Puntaji football team versus number 8 Abilene Woodpeckers. Got an elder showdown, sort of.
Kind of.
Elders adjacent.
Yeah. True. And right there within a week of each other in the standings. So Miller having some low scoring. He does have back-to-back wins, just not with the median. Just got lucky.
Average points for the season, they're right there next to each other. Matchup history-wise, Jacob has been more dominant overall, but, I think this could go either way. Jacob's team has been cooking recently. Miller's team, someone's got to step up outside of Josh Allen.
He's got to figure out how he got up to that almost 150.
Yeah.
He hasn't scored between 100 and 145. They're both trying to climb up to where they rank themselves. Jacob ranked himself at 4th. Miller's got a ways to climb to get to his first place spot that he ranked himself.
I don't know if I would wait until damn near halfway through the season to start kicking it in, but better late than never.
Yeah. Might as well do it now. Then we have number 1, Red Rain versus number 3, Mahomes Improvement. 3rd game in a row against an elder. Chris really going through it. Lost the first 2. On to the last one of the season for him.
Yeah, matchup history-wise, he does have the edge 4-2. He brings it versus me with an average score of 132. Kind of absurd, Chris. What the hell, dude?
Yeah.
All right, chill. Obviously, some question marks going into it. He lost Dave Montgomery. I may or may not have CMC. It's a Monday night game, so it puts me in a weird spot. I don't want to get Aaron Jones like he did a couple weeks ago.
But yeah, both of y'all average score this year, 129, 119, number 2 and number 3 in the average score. So then we did a little digging. Aaron not only is the number 5 team all time, he is by far the most unlucky team in our league in every which way you could imagine.
Yeah, I think maybe we should have renamed his team when we did the whole, new logos, new names to the shoulda, coulda, woulda team.
Yeah. He has played a top 3 score 42% of his games.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
No, that's 10% more than the next person. Also, he has played the number 1 score 20% of his games.
Yeah, so that means 1 out of 5 games he just automatically loses. Yeah, that's not fun.
And then on the flip side, he has played the bottom score 3%.
Well,
25% of the games that he has lost, he was a top 5 score. Over the median, doesn't matter, you're still losing to somebody else. If we look at 2021, his team built up over the previous 3 years. It was his best points ever, his most wins ever. He was number 1 in versus everyone. Missed the playoff bye week by half a game because Chase also decided it was his year. Beat Aaron by that half a game. If Aaron would have gotten that half game, he actually would have beat you in the semis with 140 and then would have played Chris in the championship, scoring 164 points.
You hate to see it.
It's a championship ring for him and not a double championship for Chris. All because Chase also decided it was his year. Obviously, as we know, he lost in that round one curse and finished 5th.
Yeah, I mean, checks out.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sure Aaron loves hearing this.
Yeah, he's gonna love this segment.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's got to bear that cross. I'm glad it's not me.
Yeah.
Aaron's doing it valiantly.
I mean, he's in a 3-way tie right now, so anything can happen.
We do need to break that 3-way tie up pretty quick, though, because it is 666. Double 666, actually, because they're all 6 and 6.
That's the demons that Aaron's fighting right there.
One of them's Chase, so fitting.
Yeah. And Chase is right above him.
Yeah.
Chase just joined the league just to constantly be right there with Aaron. They're always fighting. Aaron's fighting those demons, and those demons' names are Chase.
Yeah.
So we're on to you now, Chase. But yeah, we'll see what this week has to offer.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
Yeah, have some important matchups and.
Good morning, gentlemen. There's been a lot on my mind recently. How are we gonna let this happen? How are we as men gonna let the actions of 3 individuals control the outcome of our league? You know, we call them the elders. One, they're not even that old. I don't even understand that. I mean, I'm older than all of them. I am the eldest. We let them control and think they're the best. You know, I'll let y'all in on a little secret. You know, I got the intel. They control more than you know. You know, backtrack 2-3 years ago, my team, my wonderful team, now Garrett's team, we were on the rise. You know, I had some struggles previously. I was on the rise. I was looking forward to the next season. And these assholes, Bo, Kevin, and Jacob, whatever we want to call him nowadays, those assholes forced me to retire. I had no say in the matter, guys. Like, I thought my team was on the rise, and they just came in. They threatened me. They said, your team is going to be way too strong next year, so we need you to retire. And I'm laughing because it's so frustrating. But I was able to sneak my way back into the league for other reasons. Gladly, I'm back in. Got a different team. Garrett took mine. But that's just a little bit of their control. That's just a tiny example of their control that they have. It has to come to an end. They think they control us. They think they dominate the league because of their record. Like, we got to put a stop to it. I'm calling out a call for all of us in the league, except for Bo, Kevin, and Jacob. We got to end them. Are you with me?